All right. Hello, hi, my name is Hannah. This is my first YouTube video. I've attempted this many different times and then life got a little chaotic, so this is just a refresh of my very first video. I wrote down some of the questions, not all of them because I didn't want to answer some of them, so we'll just start with the tag and then some intentions of what I want to use this channel for. So the first one is, why did you start this channel? Main reason is I have a lot of books on my bookshelf that I want to go through and read. My big main goal for 2024 is to buy new books and just read my TBR, which is my entire bookshelf. I'll have to count how many books I have read on my shelf and what I haven't read on my shelf. I honestly need a bigger bookshelf, but this will do for now. So what I wanted to do was start this channel to document all the books that I'm reading, and what I like, what I don't like, and kind of get a good idea of what genres I enjoy and don't enjoy. Number 2, what are you most excited about? I guess just the whole process of making a YouTube channel. I'm so excited and editing and just having something to do in my free time for fun as a hobby. I've been wanting to do this for years and I have not gotten to do it. So this year I was like, you know what, screw it. I have time, I can make time, and I'm gonna do it. So here I am. Question number 3, why do you love reading? I honestly don't know why I put this on my question because I don't really have a good answer. I love reading because I like to learn different words, and the English language is so complex, and I would like to continue reading to broaden my vocabulary and to I've had a deeper love for literature now because people put in so much work and so much thought into their books, and I appreciate the work that goes behind those books. And I keep looking at my bookshelf, I'm so sorry. That's why I love reading. It's just, I like to hear authors' voices and their intentions behind their books. So number 4, what book or book series got you reading? This one is going to be kind of a long section of this video. I'll give you a little bit of background. I started reading, well, obviously when you're in school you learn to read, and I didn't like all of the books that we had to read in school. I didn't do a lot of reading. I could never finish a series. In Harry Potter, I got to the Goblet of Fire halfway through and never finished it. Never finished the Harry Potter series. I read Catching Fire and didn't finish the series in The Hunger Games because I got bored and I didn't like it. I can't remember, some of the Percy Jackson series. I never finished that one either. So series are really hard for me to finish when I was in middle school, which led me to go to a library, and I went with a friend one day, and they were having this high school club, and they were giving out free books, and I was like, shoot, I'll take some free books. And I just, not knowing what they were, I just grabbed them, not really reading the synopsis or anything. One of those books I still have to this day, and this was the Kickstarter of my reading journey. Now, don't laugh at me, please. This is a middle grade book. It's called Between the Lines by Jodi Cooley and Samantha Van Leer, which I believe is her daughter. And I absolutely loved this book. It's about a girl who has a fairy tale book that she's obsessed with, and the characters come to life. And this is what kickstarted my love for fantasy. That's my favorite genre, but this year I'm really trying to branch out from that because I don't want to read just fantasy. But that book has a special place in my heart. I remember finishing it. I was in a laundromat and I was finishing the book and I said, oh my gosh, I need to get more books. And then hence my giant bookshelf. Question 5, where do you read? Mostly on my breaks on work or a coffee shop and right before bed. So when I'm very weird and particular about what I like to do when I'm finishing a book. If I know it's like a 5-star read, I like to finish it right before bed. But if it's just a okay-ish book, I'll finish it whenever, like at the coffee shop or in my car at work. What kind of books do you like to read? Well, kind of already answered question 6, but I love to read fantasy. That's my favorite genre. I have a pile of where I like to keep my finished books for 2024. Last year I think it was about 10 that I finished. And this year, I don't really have a goal of how many books. I just want to read as many that are on my shelf. These are what I read in January. This month is currently February, so if you want to take a look at which books I read. It's quite a different... I like how I have like some classics and then like some really controversial literature, so enjoy that. I enjoy the controversial literature, and I am trying to get into reading way outside my comfort zones. Number 7 is not really a question, but it's saying like, what are your top 3 genres? Obviously we'll go with fantasy, and then fiction and nonfiction. I have been reading a lot of self-help books lately, and I've kind of stepped away from that for now and back into regular reading. What I'm currently reading right now is A Man Called Ovi. So I'm having a hard time getting into it, but I'll finish it in no time. It's only like 300 pages, yeah. Just about, a little more, 3.5. These are my books, so you can take a look. Y'all can take a look, a peek at my setup here. Oh my goodness. You can get a kind of idea of what we're working with here. Alright, so this is my bookshelf. As you can see, there's a lot of fantasy. There are books like behind the ones that are in front. I have no organizational system whatsoever. They're kind of all mixed together. I tried a little bit to put some stuff together, but since I know I'm gonna get a new bookshelf sometime soon, I don't need to organize it in any way. It's literally chaos, and I like it like this. So, I guess I'll show you a few reads that I want to read this year. Alright, so here's a few that I want to read for sure this year. The first one is Oscar Wilde. No, Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. I attempted this one, had a hard time getting into it. I'm gonna retry this again because I really do like to try to get in the classics. The second one is a thick guy. Let's see how many pages she is. About 800. I have no idea what this book is about, and I'm gonna keep it that way. What got me to this book was the cover, and I was like, this looks cool. I didn't even read the back of it, and I just bought it. This was a few years ago, and I still haven't read it, so this year I'm planning on reading it. So that, Picture of Dorian Gray, The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman. I'm excited to get into some of his works as well. And then The Rook. I read the back of this. Oh yeah, this is so cool. I'm excited to read this one because this doesn't sound like something I would normally gravitate towards, but this year I was like, let me try some different stuff. Yes, so I would love it if y'all kind of stuck around. I am going to be just kind of making stuff that I want and going off of that, and I'll ask what y'all would like to see from me and what you don't want to see from me. So yeah, thank you so much for just sticking around, and